Greetings, I'm Armen, welcome to the Guitar Sound Guide channel. In today's episode I've decided to make something special as a gesture of a warm welcome and appreciation for subscribing by one and only Strymon Engineering. Usually I shoot videos in Russian and then add English subtitles, but this time I'll do the opposite. Now, when we get that out of the way, let's check out the new Dual Digital Delay, also known as DIG version 2 by Strymon Engineering. Let's go! Original DIG pedal was released about 7 years ago, and in a nutshell it was two digital delay rack units squeezed into small box, which sounded amazing and was packed with a lot of handy and well thought out features. This new upgraded version takes that idea a step further in a very musical and pleasant way. For more details on the new IRM DSP chip, JFET input circuit and other common upgrades in V2 models, check out this video here. Also, if you'd like to learn more about different delay styles, please check out my video called Young Creators Course Delays and Reverbs. It will shed light on common 5 types of delays and 5 types of reverbs, and it also have English subtitles. Now let's have a look at the control panel of the pedal. Time control sets our main delay time and acts as a master time control for both delays. Time 2 sets the rhythmic subdivision relationship between two delay engines. Tone can be used as a low-cut or high-cut filter depending on the musical context. Repeats control adjusts the number of repeats for both delays. And two mix controls allows to blend between dry and wet signals with 50-50 mix at the 3 o'clock position. And this is a very handy feature if, for example, in the studio you prefer to use wet-dry-wet setup and on the stage just to use your pedal board with one amp. It takes only 2 twists of knobs to go from full wet signal to perfect blend. let's discuss two mini switches. Mode sets the amount of modulation added to the delay lines, and Type offers three different flavors of digital delay effects. 24/96 is the modern mode with uncolored repeats. ADM stands for Early 80s Adaptive Delta Modulation Process, which provides a percussive wideband delay that adds more character when input dynamics increase. And 12-bit stands for the mid-80s 12-bit pulse code modulation mode, with slightly darker and warmer repeats. On the back panel we have switchable mono or stereo TRS input, stereo out, TRS MIDI expression jack and USB-C port. Again, if you want more details on the connectivity, MIDI and USB capabilities common for V2 pedals, please check out this video. Now we get to the point where things are getting really interesting, and I'll explain why in just a second, bear with me. If we stop reviewing functions of the pedal right now, it already made a great package. But on top of it, we have Live Edit mode and Power Up mode, which are significantly expand capabilities of the pedal and make it suitable for numerous different scenarios. So let's dive right in. First, we'll discuss Live Edit mode. Mix knob becomes dry level control, which allows to adjust dry signal level if needed. Mix tune knob becomes config control, which offers three configurations of dual delay: parallel, series and ping pong. Time knob becomes delay 1 subdivision control, which allows to set the desired subdivision value. Time 2 knob becomes sync or free mode switcher, which enables and disables time sync and subdivision between delay 1 and delay 2. Repeats knob becomes delay 2 repeats control, which allows to set the number of repeats for delay 2 independently or to track the setting for delay 1. Type mini switch becomes MIDI clock sync switcher, which allows to select whether DIG will sync to incoming MIDI clock messages or not. And Mod mini switch becomes MIDI expression control, which determines whether DIG will respond to MIDI expression to control the knob setting in the same manner as a TRS expression pedal. For more details on these secondary functions, also known as live edit mode, please check out the manual, it's worth it for sure. If you already get tired of discovering Dig's functions, that's okay. Feel free to shut down the video, I won't blame you. Only the strong will survive till the end. Next, let's have a look at the power-up mode. Time knob becomes input level control, which allows to select between instrument level, which is best suited for guitar or a bass, and line level, which is better for keyboard or synthesizer. Mix knob becomes bypass mode selector, which allows to choose between true bypass or buffered bypass modes. If you're not familiar with these bypass modes, please check out my video called Young Creators Course Utilities. It contains a chapter called About Buffers, that should help, and it also have English subtitles. Tone knob becomes spillover mode control. When engaged, it allows to the wet signal of a currently selected preset to spill into bypass or the next selected preset. Mix knob becomes expression MIDI jack configurator, which allows to select the function of the rear panel's expression MIDI jack. And again, for more details on the power-up mode functionality, please check out the menu. And before we wrap up with the conclusion, let me explain the signal chain I've used for recording the sound examples. From the guitar, signal goes to the dirt pedals, then into the Dig V2, and then to the clean channel of the Mesa Boogie Mark III. Head is connected to the 1x12 white body cab loaded with the Celestion Black Shadow speaker. Sound of the cab is captured by two mics, Dynamics Sennheiser E906 and the Ribbon Soundtronics Delta 2. Also, for stereo sounds and wet-dry-wet setup, I used Walrus Audio ACS1, Sur ISO line outbox and GFI stereo Cubs use. In my opinion, geniuses at Strymon Engineering yet again did a great job of raising the bar of pedal design and building. Judge for yourself. Dig V2 not only sounds great, it also packed with loads of modern features and designed with great attention to every tiny detail. If digital delay is your delay style of choice, you definitely should check it out. And if you're in Moscow, take time to visit DMTR pedal shop, where you can try all new V2 pedals and let your ears to decide is it suited for you. I express my gratitude to my friends for their support and providing the pedals for the review. Link to the page with a detailed description and the ability to order this beauty can be found down below. And that's all for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I will be happy to answer. Thanks to everyone who watched the episode till the end, and see you on the next one. Bye! Usually, at the end of my videos, I put bloopers for fun, but this time I want to share my thoughts about these uncertain times we are living in. I believe that despite the difficulties in world policy, we musicians, creators and people of art in general should stay open and respectful one to another to prevent outspread of hatred, even if we disagree with each other's opinion. And by doing so, we can create a cultural bond which can become a foundation for rehabilitation of relations between our countries when the time is right. To be honest, I even think that it's our responsibility to put more effort now in creating this bond than in the normal times. This is another reason why I decided to shoot this video in English, to make my humble contribution to the common good deed. Keep rocking! Now, when we get that out of the way, let's check out way at the 3 o'clock position. This is it's worth it for sure. Кобзюз. Ну, полный кобзюз.